I submitted a written comment earlier today. I trust you've all had a chance to review that, but tonight I'd like to focus on what I believe is the most important aspect of this issue, and that is the responsible stewardship of public funds. Now, I did see in the city attorney's report where she expresses some uncertainty as to whether or not these are indeed public funds that were donated. Respectfully, I disagree with the city attorney. I believe the law is quite clear on this. Yes, the legislature a few years ago did amend the laws that govern business improvement districts by saying that a owners association such as the BHA is a private entity. But that is a distinction without a difference for our purposes here. It still is public money. Now, how do we know this? Well, let's talk about what defines public funds. The law, again, is quite clear on this. The legislature has said that public funds are any monies that are received by or held by a public official. In this case, the monies that are collected from the various hotels as part of the T-bid are collected by the city finance director, held by the city finance director, and eventually handed over to the BHA. So then the question becomes, do those funds lose their public character when they are handed over to a private entity? And again, the law here is clear. Our courts have said that unless it's a grant, in which case the money is handed over without strings, that money retains its public character when it's handed over to a private entity such as the BHA. We know this because it comes with strings attached. There are restrictions written into the T-bid agreement that say how the money can be spent, and the BHA has to make periodic reports back to this council. Just 2 weeks ago, we heard Councilman Rogers speak about how he saw the minutes of the BHA meeting, which are sent to members of the council. Why? Because ultimately this council is responsible to the voters for the use of those public funds. So what this really comes down to is a matter of responsible stewardship of public funds. So where to from here? Well, again, the legislature has spoken to this. In matters where there is a finding of malfeasance, misappropriation, or violation of law, the laws governing business improvement districts say that in such instances, the council the council shall notice a hearing on disestablishment of the business improvement district. Shall notice a hearing. The only discretion you have in this matter is whether there was malfeasance, misappropriation, or violation of law, things that you find in the city attorney's report. The city attorney all but confirms that these happened. So I would say that your course of action is pretty narrowly defined here. We should have a hearing on this. When I was in the service, people would sometimes say that integrity is defined by what you do when nobody's watching. Well, here we are, a few days before Christmas. It's a pretty safe bet. Not many are watching us tonight. Let's see how you do.
Next speaker.